All right, here's another do-it-yourself video here by yours truly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how to make a basic egg sandwich. And I know we've done this at Next Step as well, but I thought it'd be a good review lesson for you. So I'm going to switch this around and I'm going to take the English muffin, all right, and I'm going to put it in and I'm going to start that, okay? And then what I want to do is warm up the pan, okay? So I have it like between medium and medium high, right around 7, okay? And as you can see, I'm using the correct burner, all right? I don't need this big burner, all right? So I'm using the smaller burner here, okay? And that'll get it going. So what do I have? I'm gonna have basically one egg. These are extra large eggs, so that's plenty for the size of the English muffin. And I have some butter, and I have the cheese over here. Now, I'm going to get a plastic spatula. And remember, we talked about this before. When you have Teflon, when you have this type of surface, you want to make sure that you have plastic, because if you have metal, okay, and I don't have a metal spatula, but you can kind of hear like the little tipping, it could scratch the surface and then the pan will be ruined, okay? So I'm just going to get a little bit of a pat of butter here. I don't need too much. It's hard to do with one hand. All right. And do that. All right. So now you can see it's already starting to melt. I want to make sure that it's going on the entire way, that it covers the bottom of the pan, because you don't know where the liquid egg is going to go, right? Liquid moves. Okay. And now I'll try to use my one hand skills here. Good. All right. And the yolk already broke. And normally, just going to rinse off my hand a little bit. That's what I wanted to do. All right. Because we don't want a runny yolk on our sandwich. Okay. So the egg's going to start cooking. And you can add a little seasoning if you want. So I may just add a little bit of pepper here, just to give it a little bit of seasoning. Not too much. All right. And you want to stay away from salt when you can. I don't really put salt on my eggs, so just a little bit there. So you can see it's getting a little bit here, and you just want to make sure that the liquid comes out. And I'm going to try to form it a little bit. I don't want to scramble it, okay? I'm waiting for it to cook fairly through before I flip it over, right? So I have this English muffin going here. The eggs are going here, and I'm waiting on the cheese, all right? So I'm going to get a plate out. So I'm ready with the English muffin, and I can put the eggs back because I'm done with the eggs. All right. I put the eggs back there. The eggs underneath are actually the Easter eggs, the hard-boiled eggs. And I can kind of show you that quickly. This is kind of going here, and I can show you a trick with the eggs. So I have a real egg and, let's see, and a hard-boiled egg, which is obviously hard. Okay, so let me just kind of go back to here, because this is ready to flip. So I'm just gonna, oh, maybe not. So see how I poked a hole in it and it kind of filled back up again. You want to make sure the liquid is off. And now I put that back on. So now with the eggs, all right, if I have this raw egg and I go to turn it, see how it kind of goes slowly, but the hard-boiled egg, okay, so if you have it, obviously this is colored, so we would know that it's a hard-boiled egg. But if you didn't know, that's how you can find out, okay? So this is cooking away here. We still have it at the medium high to medium heat in that area. Okay, and we're just waiting for the other side to cook, and then we can put the cheese on. All right, so see how it's still liquidy there. We're gonna wanna flip it over a second time. We'll quickly check this. This is going well, all right. Get under, do that, and that's fully cooked. Now I can turn the heat right off, and then that'll cook on the pan, and we can just add the cheese. And the cheese will melt just basically on the heat of the pan off of that, Okay, I could turn the light off now. I don't need that anymore to see. And our bread is pretty done. So I'm going to do this. And now I just put a little white butter on it, but with the cheese and everything, you're already going to have the flavor. You don't need too much butter. Okay? Good. Yep. You can see my son works at Dunkin' Donuts. Okay. Good. And now, the easy part, on, over, product done. All right? So now I'm ready to have my breakfast, and you can too. Pretty easy meal, right? All right, enjoy.